Passion and purpose light your way. Devotion shines in every word that you say. Pleasure, beauty, honest art, and deep expression set your work apart. Sharing heartfelt truths with loving intent, a bright soul, open, radiant. Introducing the lover archetype. If we don't know each other, hi, I'm Jen Kem, the CEO of the Master Brand Institute, where we guide entrepreneurs on the path to uncovering their unique message with such clarity they can turn any conversation into a sales conversion. And today we're talking about the brand archetype called the lover. In this video, I want to give you an in-depth understanding of what it means to embody the lover brand archetype. We're going to cover strengths, weaknesses, business themes, and integrating this information into your business. If the lover had a power statement, it's, I am the lover. I believe the whole point of life is to love and be loved. When you truly love someone or something, this makes life worth living. I create a life of pleasure, intimacy, and romance, and I inspire my audience to do the same. I invite people to snuggle up, kiss, hold one another, inhale a delicious fragrance, wear the softest fabrics, savor a dinner party with friends, and enjoy all the sensory pleasures of life. If you ask me, what else matters besides love? Now, when we talk about brand archetypes, each one has a set of power words that best represent them. I think it's important to point out that the words themselves don't need to be used in every piece of your message. It's more accurate to say when your audience reads your message that they need to feel these power words. Lover power words include love, beauty, intimacy, pleasure, romance, devotion, delicious, radiance, aesthetics, faithfulness, passionate, sensuality, spirituality, expansiveness, vitality, and appreciation. A great question to ask yourself is, does my current message make me feel these words? Moving on, one of the most important things I recommend when it comes to fully embodying your brand archetype is looking at brands who model your archetype well. I call them master brand models because that's what they are. They're models of brands that masterfully embrace their archetype. When we look at these conceptual models, what you're really looking to do is understand the vibe or energy they give off, not the literal look or words, though those might be useful. The master brands that I believe model the lover archetype excellently include Haagen-Dazs, Victoria's Secret, Godiva Chocolate, Zola, Book's Flower Delivery, Match.com, Chanel, Hallmark, Mama Gina, and Tanya Lay. At its essence, the lover is intensively creative, passionate, and compelled to communicate their vision of the world through beauty, inspiration, and/or performance. They are generally comfortable being in a crowd and can handle a lot of attention if they're in their passion zone. Lovers tend to be stimulated by texture, color, artistry, and dramatic feelings. Their worldview is beyond reason and intellect. Not to say that they're not reasonable or intelligent. It's just that they relate to life by deeply feeling it. People experience them as either light and fun or consistently exuberant. People want to know what they've gotten into that makes them so happy and/or so intense. They are infectious in inspiring others to see things their way and can help people get unstuck simply by being who they are as a lover. Moving into strategic positioning, the lover gives off a vibe that says, being in relationship with people, work, and surroundings that you love makes the entire world more attractive. Strengths of this archetype focus on helping others become as strong, competent, and powerful as they're capable of being. Recurring themes and pillars of this brand include, you're the only one. Let's solve this together. We've no time for superficial relationships. I already love you, your product, and your idea. Let me help you get deeply engaged in the fullness of real life. See, the lover archetype is one that represents an affection for all things beautiful, collaborative, and inclusive. Authentic passion and devotion are hallmarks of this archetype, and it's through genuine interest that transformation occurs. This archetype is one that can be heavily relied upon, creating order and a sense of belonging through loving inclusion. This is a highly trusted archetype, as they hold a deep respect for each person's value and worth. They love the good things in life and celebrate by living in the moment. a natural matchmaker, they have the ability to see patterns and create connections between people with ease. Of course, all archetypes have a dark side as well. In archetypal psychology, the dark side isn't a bad thing. Simply put, these are things that when done, make it harder than necessary to get what you actually want. So lovers get slowed down when they aren't having fun, when they're shackled to doing chores in a particular way, or when they have to get into details that weren't part of the original scope. They may find themselves feeling scattered or ungrounded from time to time, and they often make decisions impulsively and have a flair for the dramatic. The feelings you may experience that begin these dark side actions are obsessiveness, promiscuity, jealousy, game playing, manipulation, and the fear of not being enough, being alone, or disconnected. Other feelings or instances that lead to the dark side behavior are denial, egocentricity, and false sense of reality. Again, I want you to know there's nothing wrong with these things, so don't feel ashamed if you're experiencing them. It's more important to understand that these can make you start doing things that don't support what you actually want. So when they come up, identify them and pivot into what you should be doing. So what makes the lover unique in your industry? The lover possesses an unbridled appreciation and affection for beauty, closeness, and collaboration. Their beliefs tend to be based on emotions that transcend time and live through the senses, manifesting in an uncanny knowing that love is the highest experience the earth has to offer. This brand archetype is motivated to attract, give, receive, and nurture life-affirming, intimate love. Interactions are naturally deep, but don't be so deep that it comes off as abstract. Relate to your big themes to their everyday experiences. This archetype understands what intimacy can do for a client relationship. Highlighting quality, pleasure, and intimacy as direct benefits to buying products and services is the key to fast growth. Now, let's go ahead and integrate all this concept into your business in a meaningful way. The customers of the lover archetype crave passionate honesty and connection. Go ahead and share your thought process with them as is relevant for your business and let your vulnerability shine through. Help your audience feel treasured and they'll reward you with incredible loyalty. But don't make them codependent on you. No one wants to be smothered. Exercise restraint in the beginnings of the customer relationship. Invite curiosity and playfulness instead of pushing or pressuring them into a serious commitment. Let their desire and demand for your work exceed what you supply. Your customer lifetime value tends to be much higher than other brands. You can keep a client happy for years, while your competitors settle for lower prices and higher turnover from their audiences. The emotional phrases you want to stir up in your audience include, "You give me an intimate and deep experience when we connect and when we work together." You are deeply committed to a high-impact, high-quality experience for me. You make me feel passionate about the world around me. You show me that you're truly committed to my success. You remind me that I want to feel a connection. Here are some key things that are not the lover's jam. Do not put yourself in high-conflict environments or situations, or offer services that involve overcoming drama-filled breakthroughs or survival challenges. Don't compromise your values in a brand conversation. There's no need to beg or give anything away to be highly profitable. Your true target market won't want the costume version of you. They much prefer depth and commitment to their own results, as experienced through your brand. Some important things to remember as a lover is your audience is attracted to passion, appreciation, and a sense of uniqueness. Your customers often create relationships with the products and the services you offer, so make sure to highlight that. Know your clients' names and remember important dates. Ask them about their family, anything that will help them feel special, cared for, and appreciated. One-of-a-kind, custom, personalized items are a hallmark of this archetype. High-quality products, memorable experiences, and intimacy are keys to keeping loyal, long-term clients. And finally, some feature and positioning angles to draw more attention to your offer. Create a product that helps people belong, find friends, or partners. Make sure it has a core function to help people have a good time. Demonstrate people able to create transformation while still being freewheeling and fun-loving. Be sure to differentiate it from self-important, overconfident brands. And a final word for the lover. Love by itself is not an experience differentiator. It has to be a thrilling, pleasurable, joyful, intimate, high-touch experience to turn an onlooker into a highly devoted client. Now the question is, what do you do with all this information? Well, there are two options. First, if you're sitting here wondering to yourself, that sounds like me, I think I'm a lover archetype, then you're going to want to take my Brand Archetype assessment. This in-depth psychological assessment is the only archetype test on the internet that's been recognized by a top collegiate school of psychology. Basically, this is not some clickbait BuzzFeed quiz that you take for funsies. This is a deep dive into your psychology that makes your brand unique in the marketplace. Second, if you already know your brand archetype mix, then you'll want to check out my archetypal storytelling workshop. With over 6 hours of content, this in-depth program will give you both a conceptual and a practical understanding of using your brand archetype mix in your business. By the end of it, you'll have identified several stories from your life that can be shared to attract more high-quality, high-paying clients. And you can find more information on all of that down below. And that's it. If you found value in this content, please hit the thumbs up button so we can get this video in front of more entrepreneurs who want help getting crystal clear on their unique message. Be sure to also hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you're notified when new content is released. I'm Jen Kem, here to help you elevate how the world sees, hears, and pays you. Until next time.